Welcome back to the stage of history. We're going to play Shadows of Brimstone. Before we start, I'd like to thank Eric and Phil, YouTube commenters, who have given me some great advice. Well, in that they've picked up on where I've been making rules errors. I owe our US Marshal John Johnson a town event because I've been rolling incorrectly to check for it. So for on day 4, for example, an event would occur on a 4 or less, not a 3 or less. I'm a dimwit, so we're just going to go ahead and roll for a town event. We're leaving town anyway, but that's fine. Let's see what happens. 7. Spreading fear. Fear spreads through the town as the days grow dark and the demonic attacks more frequent. One random town location closes up shop. Doesn't matter, I'm leaving, but it would be the docks office. The campsite dissipates and may no longer be used, and the hotel doubles their current rate. That's fine. I'm leaving town, and in future I will remember to roll for town events correctly. And the other thing is, when I spend grit, I get to choose which dice to re-roll. I don't have to re-roll every dice that I've just rolled. So thank you to everyone who's helped me out on there. Let's find out what John's next adventure will be. We're going to roll at random again, using a d8. As before, if I roll a 7 or 8, we're going to do the Crimson Hand missions. Here we go. Hopefully something in the Targa Plateau, because I have this specimen jar from the dock that I want to fill with a specimen. Alright. 1 basic mission. Alright. That's not a problem. 3. Seal the Void Gate. A stable void gate has opened deep in a nearby mine, and all manner of horrific monstrosities are pouring out. Finding a way to seal the gate within an ancient occult tome, the local holy man led a group down into the mine a few days ago to try and put a stop to the rampage. They have not been heard from since, and the waves of creatures are getting stronger and more frequent. Something must be done, or this entire area will be overrun in a matter of days. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Okay. So, what do we need to do exactly? Well, John, you need to explore the mine. The first clue that you find will be the book. You need to take the book. Keep exploring. When you find your second clue, we will have found the Void Gate. And then what you need to do is seal the Void Gate using the book. This will be a series of spirit checks. Now your spirit is only 2, but I am putting my faith in you, John. You can do it. What are the stakes? Well, if we successfully seal the Void Gate, we get a mighty 25 experience points and a little bit of cash. If I fail, then the creatures spill out from the Void Gate and destroy all of the towns nearby. So no returning to West Whittock, and indeed I'll have to proceed directly on to the next adventure without visiting a town. That would suck. Let's go! Before we even get started, because of this particular mission, we begin with some darkness because of void energies or some nonsense like that. D3 plus 1, I rolled a 2. So that gives us a darkness card. What do we have? Occult Offering. Discard all of the darkness cards. Okay. For each card discarded, draw a Growing Dread card and add it to the stack. You know what? This particular occult offering does not bother me. Let's get started. Okay, John, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Keep back the darkness. Yeah, okay. Now you can move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's scavenge. Nothing. Okay. Straight on to the next round. Let's keep back the darkness. Oh, wait. Oh, double 5. Uh-oh. Terrifying Shriek. We've had this a few times before. You'd think I'd remember a double 5 by now, but no. So we take D6 horror hits. And the full 6. Again. Okay. That's okay. I have plenty of whiskey. Let's make our willpower tests. So I failed 4, so that's 4 sanity damage straight away. My maximum sanity is 9. Okay. I think... Yes, let's swig some whiskey straight away. Yeah. So we get D6 sanity back. 4, okay. So we're back to normal. Hooray for alcohol in a fictional context. Let's move on. Make it to the archway. Let's peek through. A mining room, which I suppose is what we would expect to find in a mine. And look, the tracks line up nicely. That is lovely. Hopefully we'll find the old book here. Let's see. Nope. 2 potential exits and 2 encounters. Alright, here we go. Right, the first encounter, it's going to be like a tea party or a big crate filled with cake and dynamite. Yes, okay. Massacre. You've stumbled onto the scene of a massacre. Broken and twisted body parts cover the floor and the walls are spattered with gore. Tasty. Every time a hero starts in or enters a space of this map tile, they take 1 horror hit. This map tile may be scavenged up to 3 times. Well, no, I'm not hanging around in here. Are you crazy? Alright, what else we got? Ransacked vault. The room is filled with splintered crates and fragments of broken barricades. It's clear there was a bit of struggle here, and whoever was guarding the storage vault didn't go down without a fight. I need to make a cunning check. Fortunately, cunning is John Johnson's forte with 4 dice, so we are looking for some 5s and 6s, which will result in loot cards, which is more or less what I was asking for. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to spend a grit. Yay, we get a loot card. Alright, a big bag of gold, please. Gold bars, hooray! 20 experience points and 250 monies. Okay, there we go. I've added the XP. It's 100 more experience points to go till we are at 1000 XP, and then we can level up. 1 more die roll needed to see if I've attracted some enemies. Nope, all is quiet. Excellent. Let's proceed. Keeping back the darkness. We do not. Let's get through this room as fast as we can, or as slow as we can. That's a good idea. Yes, let's just trudge through the massacre room. We do get a grit though. And I will take a horror hit. So let's make that willpower save. If it fails, that is 1 sanity damage. Alright, come on John, you don't have to tiptoe through the corpses, you have to run through the corpses. I've failed to keep out the darkness again, so let's draw a new darkness card. Terror from beyond! Unspeakable evil lurks in the shadows that lay beyond the lighted gate. Ambush attack, 1 night terror. Hey, we're looking for night terrors, we have a bounty on them, so that's not too bad. How many though? 5 to 6 heroes? No, there's only 1 of me. 1 night terror. Okay. Boom! Only problem is, I don't want to be fighting in this room because I'll be taking horror hits from the massacre as well as horror hits from the Night Terror's terror. So as soon as possible, we're going to back off. Right, John actually has the initiative, so he can go first. Let's make a movement roll. 4. We need to try and escape if we're going to back off. This is where the gloves of Charderin will come in useful. So to escape, I need to roll a 3 or better. Oh, which I do anyway. Don't need you gloves. So we're going to back all the way to this tile. I do still take the 2 horror hits from the terror because I activated on the same map tile. So I take 2 sanity damage. There we go. That second bottle of whiskey is looking tempting. And then naturally we're going to use the shotgun. And hit, not a critical hit. What damage can we do? 1 damage, which is completely blocked by the Night Terror's defense of 3. I do have a grit. Let's use it and reroll for the damage. Still nothing. Okay. The Night Terror will come at me. Ooh, before we deal with the Night Terror, I did forget to take the horror hit from the massacre. I did start on that tile. I failed my saving throw, so that takes us up to 4 out of our 9 sanity. Okay, 4 claw strikes coming in from the Night Terror, hitting on 5 or better. It's 2 hits, unfortunate. Can I block them? My defense is 3+. Ooh, nasty. So I've just taken 8 damage. That's okay. John's a big boy. He can take it. Okay, next round. Keep back the darkness. I do. And I have the initiative. Let's roll for movement. Well, that's lovely, but I think I'm going to stay here and blast away with my shotgun. Let's turn to face. And miss. Oh, mustn't forget terror. How terrified are you today, John? Slightly terrified. We take 1 sanity damage. I think we might cash in the 1,000 experience points to level up. What do you think? Viewers, shall I do that now? What do you think, John? It's your life that's in peril. What's that? You'd like to level up now? Okay, let's do it then. So, we spend 1,000 experience points. Let's get the level up stuff ready. Alright, first of all, let's roll on the upgrade bonus chart. 6, that would be +1 cunning or +1 spirit. Hey, let's take the spirit. That could come in useful later when we want to seal the void gate. Also gain plus d6 health or sanity in any mix. 4. Well, we'll just do 2 apiece. There we go. So free spirit now. Maximum health is 19. Maximum sanity is 11. Let's get rid of all these horrible wounds. Come back, revive, and we gain 1 grit as well, which is great. Next we pick a US Marshal upgrade. We've already started the resolve track. We have no shame in it. So let's go ahead and get no nonsense. Add +1 shot to any shotgun you are using. That sounds delightful. I love it. Rolling the same mutation twice on the chart has no effect on you for now. Well, we haven't even come across mutations yet, but good to know in the future. Alright, back to the action. I did just read that I can only level up at the beginning of a turn, not in the middle of a turn, but I don't think it would have made much difference. Let's move on to the Night Terror's attack. Let's move it just for fun. And then 4 swipes with those claws, 2 hits. Let's dodge. 1 hit, that is 4 wounds. And with that all out of the way, let's move on to the next round. Let's hold up the lantern and roll a double 1. Not had a double 1 before. I presume it's going to be something incredibly nasty. There are fiendish creatures and demons in the dark places of the world. It's an ambush attack, so we're going to draw a threat card and add it to the ambush. You know what, talking of ambush, I completely forgot to give the Night Terror the additional initiative for it being an ambush. It would have gone first. Oh well, I don't think it would have made much difference, so we'll give myself a pass on that. But let's see what is entering the fray. Some stranglers. How many though? We roll the peril die. 4. There we go. It's an ambush, so they've leapt up all around me. They have +2 initiative. So the order is in fact stranglers going first, then the Night Terrors, and then John Johnson last. Okay, stranglers. So they have combat 4, and there's 4 of them, so I need to roll 16 dice. They hit on a 3 or better, and 6s are even more hits because of their ensnare ability. Yikes. Alright, I hate it. Okay, let's do these 1 strangler at a time. No, what? No, why? So that is 9 hits. Second strangler. That's another 6, 7 hits. So that is 16 hits so far. Next strangler. 20 hits, and then the last little bastard. 22 hits from the stranglers. They weren't this bad last time I did battle with them. Oh well, let's do it in 2 batches of 11. I need to make defense rolls 3 or better. Okay, first batch. John did quite well at resisting those attacks. That's only 2 wounds. And then the next batch. That's another 2 wounds. I thought that would be worse. But John is tough. John is tough. But now we are going to move on to the Night Terror. 4 claw swipes, hitting on a 5 or better, so that is 1 hit. Which John should be able to dodge. Yes. Alright. John, your time is now. You have 2 shotgun blasts. How do you feel about that? Let's go for it. Right, here we go. If you miss both of these, I will scream at you. Ah! Well, I did tell you I would scream. That is my scream. We're going to spend a grit. Right, let's re-roll. Alright, we have 1 hit and a critical hit. Let's assign them. Alright, I think I want to take out the stranglers first because they are annoying. So critical hit on this one. 7 damage. You do not get your defense, so boom, you're gone. And we'll assign another shot to this one. Boom, what is that? 4 minus 2, so that's 2 damage. Doesn't quite kill it. Nonetheless, we are cleaning up the west, so we'll take off a wound. And we have double shot, so let's make another attack with the shotgun. It's a hit. Not a critical, but we'll assign it to this wounded strangler. We deal 6 damage minus the 2 defense. That is fine, that is enough to kill it. We continue to clean up the west, so 10 XP, and we'll take off another wound. Oh, once again, I forgot to be terrified from the Night Terror's terror, so we'll do that now. 2 horror hits. Failed 1. 1 sanity. Damage, no problem. Okay, I'm returning to this game after a day's break, so my mind is fresh once more, and I'm ready for action. Let's keep back the darkness. Oh, nope, we do not. Only 2 stranglers to worry me now. 8 attacks from their wiggly tentacles. We can see 1 ensnaring strike there. John is defending against 8 hits. And there's 1, 2, 3 failures. Not too concerned about that, but we're on to the Night Terror now. Okay, 4 attacks from the claws. Pretty clumsy of you, only 1 hit. Which I do not block, so I take 4 damage. Okay, John, your turn. Let's remember to be terrified this time. We pass our willpower checks, so let's point our shotgun in the vague direction of the enemy. I need 2 dice now, finding 2 shots. 1 hit. Let's try our luck at taking out another strangler. 4 minus 2 is only 2 damage. You survive this time, Strangler. I'm always going to forget something, aren't I? Forgot to roll for movement, might get a grit. We don't. And I do not want to move from there. Keep back the darkness. 7, yeah, we're okay. On to the Stranglers. 7 to try and defend against. Failed 4. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm getting concerned. We're up to 17 wounds. My health is 19. The Stranglers do need to move a little bit. I'll put them there. And now the Night Terror. 4 claws. 4 misses. Good. Right. John, your turn. 2 shotgun blasts. Movement die. So no grit, but a critical hit and a solid hit. Right, so the common or garden hit, we will strike the wounded strangler with that one. And yes, nice kill. And then the critical hit on the other strangler. They have 3 health, no defense because it's critical, so all the stranglers are downed. So let's get our little stack of XP, and we are cleaning up the west. Let's take off 2 of these wounds. And then it's double shot time, isn't it? So let's fire again. The shotgun gets a critical hit on the Night Terror. But whoa, 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 hold your horses there, John. You forgot to be terrified again, so let's do that now. 2 sanity damage. Now we can see how much damage you did. 4, so no defense. Still got a little ways to go. And I believe we get 30 experience points just for hitting it. Alright, things are looking up. Let's keep back the darkness. 6. That would be a Growing Dread card added to the stack for later. The Night Terror maneuvers a little, then strikes with his claws, scoring 0 hits. That's what I like to see. John can now focus both of his shotgun shots into the Night Terror. Will roll for movement as well. 2 critical hits. Alright, this should be a kill unless I roll a double 1. Yeah, we got him. Boom. Okay, XP. I'm going to get 10 XP for wounding the Night Terror, and then 5 XP for each wound I dealt, which will be 8. So that's a nice round 50. I very nearly forgot to have John catch his breath, so we will restore 1 wound. Okay, there we go. And to wrap things up for that battle, I draw 1 loot card for each threat card. There was only 1 threat card for the Stranglers since the Night Terror came along via a Darkness card. Okay. Gold bars. Again, nice. 20 XP, 250 monies. Here we go. And yes, I am shuffling the loot deck each time. Ooh, I think we get our bounty right now as well. 1 Night Terror killed, 150 buckaroonies. There we go. Right, I think that's a natural place to pause the video. We're still on the map entrance tile and a lot has happened. I think next time we play we'll hurry through this massacre room as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching everyone, see you next time.